What's good, everyone? We got some Choosing Beggars on the agenda today. Let's get down. The lady who asked for a discount on literally everything. Not mine, but a store I patron and am friendly with the owners. It's a small children's books, clothes, toy store with a cute little boba cafe in the corner. I do a lot of work bookkeeping and purchasing for them, and in exchange they've given me some great items for my son that I wouldn't otherwise have been able to afford. I also have gotten a lot of freebies and samples from vendors that they let me keep. It's under the table, but pretty much the sweetest deal I've ever had. Often you can catch my son and I sitting in the cafe working on store stuff, browsing Reddit, and shooting the breeze with the staff. Me on my laptop and him snoozing away on the windowsill. Choosing Beggar, let's call her Karen, lives in the neighborhood. A really wealthy neighborhood, I might add, and comes in pretty regularly, but never wants to actually pay for things. She tries to tell the barista her drink is wrong. Hello, we all heard you. To get a second one for free. Karen has been caught demanding merchandise several times, trying to go and ask the cashier for a discount. Pen marks on clothes, dropping books to crumple the corners, ripping packaging of items. Today, Karen took it to a new level. Karen walks to the checkout with a clearance item, a Bugaboo stroller that retails for $1,300. Karen, this is such a great stroller. Cashier, yeah, it's fantastic. A great deal too, almost half off. They're discontinuing this model. Me from the corner, yeah, I love mine. It's so stylish and functional, I feel like a movie star with it. Baby loves it too. Oh yeah, that's true. You were saying owner gave you one around the holidays? Yeah, I do some work around the store in exchange for stuff. Owner very generously gave me the floor model from the window when she was taking it down. Karen, kind of, hurts the value here. You got it for free and I'm supposed to pay $7.50? It's been sitting in clearance for so long just taking up space. It's no wonder why. Cashier, actually no, I just put that out there last week. We do have a couple in the back, but it's such a small store, I only have one out on the floor at a time. Karen, I can do $300. Cashier, excuse me? I think $300 is fair. She got hers for free, and you have a bunch of these you're trying to get rid of, and you just said you don't have space for. I would love to keep this at our summer home for the grandchildren. The beige is so beautiful for summer. I can do all cash. Take it with me right now. You know I'm a great customer to you. I'm sorry, we really can't haggle here. Awkward silence. Me. I've seen them on Letgo secondhand for around that much. Maybe check there. That's dirty. I don't want used. It's not sanitary for my babies. Listen, let's call the owner and see what she has to say. Cashier, I'm sorry, we can't do this. Okay, you don't even want to cooperate here. You're not even trying to work with me. I'm a good customer trying to make a big purchase. I deserve better customer service than this. Bye Bye Baby gives coupons. Amazon is cheaper for everything. You're so overpriced. I demand to call the owner. This is no way to treat me for trying to support a small business. Cashier, I think we've had this conversation before. We regrettably aren't able to offer discounts. I think you should discuss this with the owner. Cashier calls owner, talks briefly in hushed tones, hands phone to Karen. I spaced out. I come to and Karen has full-on roundhouse kicked the stroller box across the floor with a surprising amount of gusto for an old housewife and is storming out the door shouting, "Hell if I ever come back here, honey." Oh, Karen. Yeah, maybe next time don't be so open with the deals you're getting with your nosy-ass neighbors. This lady sounds like she knows what she's doing though. Saying the drink's wrong just to get another one? That's classy right there. To whom it may concern, it has recently been made clear to me that your company promised my son a free board and then retracted that promise. I understand that Joey acted out of line in requesting something other than the 8.5 board you offered him. That was wrong of him, and after speaking to him, he is willing to accept the 8.5 instead of the 8 he desperately wanted. Also, I want to apologize on behalf of Joey for threatening to sue you. He is an 11-year-old child. He does not have the resources. Do not worry, he will not be suing you. Let me know how we can proceed in getting my son the free board he deserves. Thank you. Hi Donna, I do not remember promising your son a free board. Do you have any evidence that someone in our company may have offered this to him? Hello, yes I do. There's this conversation between your company and Joey on Instagram. His username is redacted. I'm sure you can find it on your end as well. As you can see, he was clearly told he could have an 8.5 for free. Please let me know how I can receive this board for my son. He is a good kid. He deserves it. Thank you. Ah yes, that kid. Sorry, we will not be providing a free board for him under any circumstances. You can buy one for full price directly from our website if you still want one. They are $40 plus shipping. Of course, shipping is free if you buy more than $50 of merchandise. I really think he deserves the free board you promised him. Not giving Joey a free board would be fraud, and I would hate to report your company as fraudulent. Also, think about how many people Joey will get your product in front of when you give it to him. You will be making so much money from all the new sales he brings in. When you think about it like that, you should be paying him to ride your board. Thanks. No, we are not giving him a free board under any circumstances. This behavior cannot be rewarded. As a company, we expect better from the skate community than the way your son spoke to us. Whoa, you're being such a f***ing asshole. He is a child that made a mistake, and now you're refusing to give him what he is rightly owed? Please forward this to your supervisor. We are going to get you fired. Also, we're still going to report fraud even if you give us a board just to teach you a lesson. Unless, of course, you give us something else in addition to a free board. Perhaps a hat? Thank you. Report us as fraud then. I do not care. I am not giving you any free gear. We will not be responding further to your emails. Also, I own the company.
Eat my pussy, little boy. Thanks.
That didn't escalate very fast, but when it did, my god. This lady just let it all out. She wanted that damn skateboard. It's 25% off. Yes. Can I have 50% off? Please give it back. But I paid. You didn't. I hope you lose your job. Had a very angry man come up to the cash register, practically purple, and he thrusts a figurine in my face and says, "The shelf tag says full price, but online it says 25% off all of these figurines." I scan it and it comes up on sale, and just let him know sometimes we don't always have the sale tags up in time for sale day. He relaxes. As I'm totaling up, he goes, "Can I have another 25% off because the prices aren't done?" I tell him the sale is already a really good deal, as these particular figurines very rarely go on sale at all. He says, "Are you joking?" while sighing loudly and patting his pockets, eventually tossing a few bills on the counter after I kept waiting, and he realized it wasn't going to be any cheaper, and then taking the figurine and starting to walk away. He's a good $10 short, so I call loudly, "Sir, you're short." He doesn't stop walking, so I yell, thinking he's hard of hearing, "Sir, you're short. May I have the other $10, please?" He kind of shuffles at the entrance, rolls his head on his shoulders like he's trying to compose himself, and he comes back and says, while getting angry again, "Listen, I'm trying not to lose it with you, but you're not doing the customer service bit very much justice here. It's $10. Can you just give me 50% off like we talked about?" I tell him it's not 50% off and that he can come back later when he has the money, but the store doesn't do additional discounts, and I politely request the figurine back. He tucks it under his arm and then suddenly yells in my face, "I paid for it, you have the money." I got really scared because I just can't handle grown-ass men. He looks like he's about 50, thinning buzz cut, pretty tall, works out, yelling at me, and just looked at the money on the counter and said quietly, "You're $10 short, sorry." At this point, he just takes the figurine and slams it into the ground so hard it damages the box, and grabs the bills he left back, and lets out a bellowing roar. "I hope you lose your f***ing job!" Then leaves, ignoring the managers who try to get him to come back. I pretty much felt like crying, but I didn't. I just put the figurine aside because it's so damaged we have to mark it down by about 50%. He's not getting it. I like how the dude says he hopes they're gonna lose their job, but then just leaves without doing anything else. Like, "I hope you lose your job. Okay, bye. We'll see you later." My entitled cousin. My grandparents are rich, and my cousin thought he could exploit this. My cousin stayed very close to my grandparents. When my grandparents would travel, they would often take my cousin. They took him all around the world. My grandparents loved my cousin, often buying him whatever he wanted, going wherever he wanted, and doing anything he wanted. Although my granddad is quite strict. Example, I was 12 and he wouldn't let me see a PG-13 movie. And my grandma isn't as strict and loved all her grandchildren. I like to think I'm the favorite. and was quite nice towards us. When my cousin turned 17, my granddad decided to get him a gift. What was this gift? A basically new 1996 Audi A4. What was my cousin's response?
Why didn't you let me pick it? It's not even the right color. Oh my god.
Because my granddad is an I won't take your shit type of guy, he sent my cousin home, went to the dealership and sold it. My cousin stopped talking to my grandparents because of this, and every time he tried to reconnect, he was denied. I last heard he moved to the other side of the country and started a new life there. What an entitled little brat. I mean, how rude can you be? Especially when it's your own family members, like, come on. Alright everyone, let me know what you all thought of this episode of Choosing Beggars, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.